What's up, guys? So it is Sunday. I just finished a super fun recertification for CPR. To be a personal trainer, you do have to be certified in CPR. I've actually been certified for the past 6 years, but it lapsed on me. So I actually used to be a lifeguard, fun fact about Sue, and I even competed in lifeguard competitions. So I am the third best lifeguard in the state of Ohio. It's super lit. Um, Super nerdy, but I got paid overtime for doing it, and I was with my friends, so it was super cool. So I just went through that class. It was supposed to be 6 hours, but we got through it pretty fast, about 4.5, and now I'm going to the gym. Yeah, I'm gonna record this workout for you guys, and it's gonna be up on YouTube for you guys to watch right this second. I had my Legion Pulse, which is their pre-workout, and if you know me, you know I normally don't take pre-workout. Not a huge fan. I just have never consistently took it, but I've actually consistently been taking this pre-workout for the past month. I'm almost out of the container, and that's never happened to me with pre-workout. Normally just sits in my cabinet. So I don't know why my voice keeps going up at the end. It just does. If you want to buy any Legion products, the link is in the description box below. This shirt, I'm pretty sure, is from Forever 21. Someone did ask me to do a gym clothing haul / where I get my gym clothes, so I will do that soon. So this is from Forever 21. This is an old Gymshark sports bra, and then I have on the Gymshark seamless leggings. I'm sitting in my Jeep without no doors. It's super cool. What's up, guys? So I'm going to talk through this workout. I'm in the bottom of your screen. Real quick, I bought these sunflowers because sunflowers and daisies are my favorite flowers, and I went to the store, well, my whole family went to the store 4 times before noon today. We have a problem, but I bought those because they're beautiful, and you should just buy things that make you happy. All right, I'm going to talk through this session. I'm not going to go super in depth. I might have some music playing, but what I did my mobility first, which is not filmed, but again, you should do mobility and stretching before you lift. So do that. And then I started with 2 primers. You need to get your muscles warm, ready to go, and primer exercises will also help with getting your body ready to do that movement, warming up your body, and they're just good for you, so do them. So I do primer exercises for whatever muscle I'm going to be working, and then on top of that, I do warm-up sets as well. So my delt primer was lateral raises on the cable machine, so I haven't been doing a lot of front delt stuff. I've been doing my medial delt and my rear delt. That has been the focus. So I did the cable raises, and I did them for 2 sets of 8, and then I did for my bicep, I took the rope and I did rope curls, and then for tricep I did some tricep dips. Now these are just to get my body and my joints ready to go. They're not part of my workout, and they're primer exercises, and I do them mostly for 2 to 3 sets of 8 for each of them. So then I went into the first exercise, and it's a superset, and it's a chest supported dumbbell row and then mid cable flies. So with the chest supported dumbbell row, the reason it is chest supported, it allows less movement and less ways for other body parts to do the work. So I drive my chest in, my hips are pushed back, and then I'm focusing on keeping that elbow in close to my side, so I'm getting my lat. I'm not pulling way out here. I'm pulling in and trying to get my elbows. So even though I'm doing one arm at a time, I try to visualize my elbows both touching when I get to the back. And then also you'll see me readjust and then go. I am trying to activate my lat. So whatever I can do to get that activated and get that started, I go for it. So I try to keep my arm, pull the weight as much as I can with my arm straight, and then bend it when I absolutely need to. And with back exercises, it is so important to make sure you're not using your bicep, because that is not the focus. And then mid cable flies, these are a little bit different than what you might expect. So you might expect for me to keep my hands like this. So if you're doing high rise cable flies or mid, or under. You've seen people do that. I actually keep my grip neutral and I pull in, so I make sure my chest is high, because the chest is what I'm trying to hit, and I'm working on getting my biceps to touch. The goal is to get my biceps to touch. They're not going to touch, but that is my cue in my mind, is I'm pulling, keeping my chest up high, and doing everything I can to get my biceps to touch, and keep my arms as straight as possible. Of course, you can have a little bend if it hurts your elbows, or if you hyperextend. If you can like hyperextend, then you don't want to do that. But make sure you're trying to get your biceps to touch, and you're using your chest muscles. Now, I talk about this all the time, but drop the weight if you need to feel the burn that's happening. I always try to start the motion by activating that muscle. So if I'm doing hamstrings, I try to get my hamstrings activated before I even move the weight. I try to do it with chest, I try to do it with back, I try to do it with everything. Try to think about it. So if I'm doing a bicep curl, I'm thinking about it right here. I'm thinking about using my bicep to pull it up, and not just moving point A to point B, or moving my hand to my shoulder. I'm trying to focus on getting my bicep engaged and then going. Then the next superset is a reverse pec deck and rope face pulls. These are both rear delt exercises. And my next video will be a full day of eating. I just recorded this for that. Reverse pec deck, again, me not sitting in the seat. I'm focused on pushing my chest into it and then using my rear delts to move it. Your rear delts are not your back. The reverse pec deck is not a back exercise. So you want to make sure, again, you are, with all shoulder movements, and this has been like a game changer, make sure you're pushing out and not just up, and make sure that the muscle, or the part of the muscle you're trying to work, is on top. So that's why when you're doing rear delt stuff, you normally are bent over. And if you're not, then you're doing a movement that's going this way, and it's not going up. But if the movement's going up, you want to be bent over and you want that rear delt on top. So with these reverse pec decks, I'm making sure I'm pushing out first and then to the side. So you want to push with everything. Like if I were doing lateral raises, I push out. I'm trying to get my hands as far away from my body as possible. And it's the same with the rear delt. So the machine is made so that you can push the handles out and then go back. And you really want to focus on, this is your rear delt right here. Focus on that and retract your scapula and go for it. For the face pulls, these I see done very different ways, but I normally put it a few notches down from the top one, and I focus on keeping my elbows parallel or a little above parallel. You don't want to get into the habit of pulling like this. You want to keep them up, and your hands, try to grip them the same way, because you might feel it more in your right rear delt than your left rear delt. It's probably the way you're gripping it, so make sure you're holding it. I hold like this on the rope, and when you pull back, try to keep your elbows up, and again, pull with your rear delts. The workout will be in the description box as always. Next was a tricep, and this one got my delts so pumped. If you have me on Instagram, this is the picture. I promise my delts don't always look like that. I don't walk around looking that good. I attribute it to lots of carbs the past 3 days, and then I had a lot of pre-workout, and yeah, it was just a really good tricep. So it's lying cable lateral raises, seated dumbbell overhead press, and standing dumbbell lateral. Again, this is what you need to focus on. Get the muscle on top that you want to work, and pushing out. So the lying cable, you'll see me set it up. When you cross them, again, you'll see me like push out and up. And when you're going up, make sure you're not arching your back off the ground or anything like that. You are working your shoulder. Use your shoulder to move it. Don't use any other muscles. For the seated dumbbell overhead press, keep your back up against that pad. Do not arch it. Do not move it. You want to be working your shoulders. You want to have a completely flat and neutral back, and use your shoulders to move the movement up. And then with the standing dumbbell lateral raises, again, you want the muscle you're working on top, so I might lean forward a little bit, so I'm getting my medial delt on top, and I go and I reset and I push out. I'm pushing out out, out. And if you have a friend there, have them stand like further than your wingspan and be like, try and touch me. Go ahead, try. You can't, but you can try. And then the last two things were single exercises, and it was a single arm push down. I switched doing both arms because the single arm was hitting my tricep weird, but you want to be extending all the way, keeping your shoulders back. You don't want to be hunched over it. You see a lot of people go like this. You want to keep your shoulders back and your elbows. Keep your elbows in the same position. Again, if you have a friend, if you can have them hold your elbow in a certain place, because you move it a little bit and you don't tell, but you're missing out on a lot of activation for your triceps. So again, when you're holding it, make sure you activate in your triceps first, feel them engage, and then push down, push all the way out and come back up without moving your elbow placement. And then an easy bar reverse curl. It was a closer grip, and it's just a normal curl, so go ahead and do that. If you do this exercise and you get a great pump, tag me in your pictures. I love seeing you guys do stuff that I say, apply something from these videos to your life. This programming is done by Alex Bush, and I will leave his information in the description box below. So if you're looking for someone right now to be your coach, he can do macros and training. My coach, Nick, so Alex is my training and Nick does everything else. Nick is always booked up. That's why I don't push Nick. Not that I don't think he's amazing. He tells us not to tell people because he's far too booked to accept any more clients and be able to give his clients the attention they need. So stay tuned for Thursday's full day of eating. And if you ever want to support me, you can buy from Legion, and the link is in my description box below, along with everything else. I try not to be too salesy on here, and if I ever do get too salesy for you guys, please, please, please let me know. I normally leave everything in my description box without mentioning it, and the only reason I mention it is because some people ask me the questions. I'm like, I thought everyone knew it was in my description box or it's in my bio or anything like that. I just don't like to be annoying about it, so love you guys so much. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Have a wonderful day.